Traditionally, the school library has been seen as a quiet room full of books where students go to sit and read. But today's libraries are quite different. They're not as quiet nor as full of books. In fact, they're not even called libraries anymore. These days, the school library is called a learning commons, a term from Alberta education that reflects the changing role of libraries in 21st century education.
A library is a place, a learning commons is a space, and a space that can be used for a multitude of multi-purpose area.
David Nussbaumer is Vice Principal of Galbraith Elementary in Lethbridge. He's overseeing the transition of the school's library from a book-based model to one that allows for increased collaboration, creativity, and technology.
I hope that there's going to be controlled chaos in here. In that, we're going to have individuals coming to work on projects. We're going to have groups of students working, let's say, on iPads and computers. We're going to have other students working in a new media style of room where they can create audio files, movies, Photoshop, and we're hoping to bring that all together here in the Learning Commons.
To accommodate all the uses planned for the Learning Commons, changes to the floor plan are being made. The current Galbraith Library is spread out over 2 floors, but with a booming student population and space at a premium, the upper floor has been repurposed as Lisa Romanchuk's grade 4 classroom. But that's about to change, thanks to a major renovation to the top floor of this 102-year-old school.
This space, up until recently, was used as storage space. It was unused space. It was unusable space. Students were not allowed up here.
When renovations are complete in the new year, this floor will house 4 new classrooms, 2 washrooms, and a large common space, all accessible by a stairway and elevator. And the Learning Commons will get back its 2nd floor space, which makes Learning Commons facilitator Lorinda Chase excited about the possibilities.
We're hoping that that becomes the collaborative space where kids can work in groups and create and work together with whiteboard ideas on whiteboards using the smartboard. You know, we have iPads in the school now. We have laptops that are actually usable and quick and can hook up to the internet. So learning can be done here, not just in the classroom.
Some of the design changes to the Learning Commons at Galbraith have been suggested by the people who stand to benefit most, the students. These grade 5s belong to an enrichment group that provided the school with ideas and input.
What we basically do is that the teachers and their class gave us a bunch of forms, and we thought what could be in the library and what couldn't. Someone asked for a whiteboard table, and that's what we have. We have 2 of them down here. Someone asked if we can have portable bookshelves, and that's what we also have. Somebody wanted an animal, but our concern was that some people could be allergic, so we X'd all that out.
Ultimately, it will be up to teachers to determine how best to implement the Learning Commons philosophy.
Well, I'm hoping to use our Learning Commons space as a place to allow students to collaborate with one another, and not just my students, but students from different grades, students from different classes. I'm hoping to have a space where they can get together and use one another, because really they're the ones that have all of the information, all of the knowledge, and having access to one another is really, really important.
In many Alberta schools, a form of the Learning Commons approach has been in place for years, but it's now policy aimed at improving student learning and success.
Students know a lot more than they realize, and part of the excitement of teaching is finding out what students know and then pulling it out of them and drawing it out of them and letting them share that knowledge with each other, and that's fantastic when it happens.